Money as a concept is sold to us as a means of exchange. We think it's okay and it's all good because you get what you earn to buy things that you deserve because you worked for them. But in actuality, it is a means for enslavement to those people with all of it. It also keeps us further from our creative gifts. People are controlled by money in their day-to-day lives. Everyone is. They're also controlled by the people with the most money, that own the most of it and always have and always will. Those with the most money always will have the means to do whatever it is that they want at any given moment in this reality. But where does that leave us without much of it? Where does that leave us? We are left then in scarcity. We believe that we can't be an artist. It's reserved for the upper middle class or people with the trust funds that have all the time in the world to make stuff, to have fun with their day and do whatever they want and create stuff. And we never allow our creativity to flourish because we don't have that. We aren't that person. We think maybe if I had all of the money in the world, maybe I would sit down and throw and make a beautiful pottery piece, or, you know, paint with oils. Maybe if I had all of the money and time in the world, I would do that. This is simply a block. It's a stoppage. It's keeping us from our highest purpose. What it is that we would do if money wasn't a factor. That's our highest purpose, and we just keep ourselves from it because money is a factor. In order to truly get what you want from life, we are told that you have to first have the money and then you get what you want from life. It is not really the money that we want, it's what we would get from the money, or what we would do once we had the money, what we would have the time for and the freedom for, if only we had the safety to do what we please. For most people too, it's about security. They can't be an artist because they need healthcare, or they need a house, or they have to feed their children, whatever, the list goes on. But the more you have, more money you need, and keep the security that you think you have from money secure. You need guards, gunmen, like all of that, and you have to pay them to have that. And it's just like the more money you have, the more money you need. When you have it all, people will want your stuff. So all of that work, attention, and concern devoted to having security, and in the blink of an eye it can be stolen, it can be just destroyed by like a natural disaster. So what security does money really provide if you think about it? What security do you feel that you're lacking without money? Something about that just doesn't line up, and that's what always bothered me about it. It's like, if you really think about it, it doesn't line up. Why do we all collectively agree that it's the most important thing and it's the thing that we need the most? Like as if money is this godlike grand all be all thing, when actually it's nothing but an illusionary safety net. It's literally an illusion. And the belief that you need money so that you can do what you want to do, and you need more money first so that you can live out your life's purpose after you get the money, is a common one to hold, which is so sad. And when this is our mindset though, we must ask ourselves, what exactly is the thing that we want to do, and why can't we start doing it now without all of the money? For example, if I want to be a painter, why would I need a bunch of money to do that? What would I, like, why would I need money? And being a painter, if you think about it, is just painting often, having a practice. There's not like a tier of how much money you need to make before you call yourself a painter. So if you want to be a painter, for example, and you look at the motivation behind it and it is genuine, then the reason why you would want to be a painter or someone who draws is that you would want to draw and paint every day and make it your whole life, make it your motivation. And why can't you start doing that now? Because you have a job, because you can't pay for promotion on TikTok or on YouTube, or because you can't afford a studio, or because you're not rich enough so galleries don't really blink twice when you walk in the room. You just look like every other person or every other desperate artist trying to make it. Is that why you can't do it now? Most of the time I feel like the answer lies within the fact that it won't be big enough if we start now. Like, the career that we want won't be something to brag about yet. So that's why we have to wait until we have more money to start to get enough glorification for it. Because without the promotion, not enough people will see how great we are or how fabulous we can be when we paint, or just like our lives seem embarrassing. I just feel like that's a serious problem that is considered normal, but if you think about it, that's a serious concern. We can't start what we want to do because unless it will blow up on the internet or get picked up by a big gallery right away. It means that we're not self-satisfied in our own work, and we're not self-driven and self-motivated by something we want to learn or something we want to get good at or something we have a passion for. It's just all a means for attention and glory and like a bragging right. That just shows that we need validation from others in order to begin. We are parasitizing other people for their attention and life force as if we don't have enough on our own, you know? Like, we need their life force attention on us, or else we feel like we're not enough as we are. We don't have enough life on our own, so we need it from other people. And I just want to ask, like, do you think it's an accident that this is a common way of thinking, or do you think it's by design? Like, do you think it's part of the system that people on the bottom don't think that they can do whatever it is they want to do right now? Do you think that's by design, or do you think that's, oops, we all think that way? No, because I'm genuinely asking. Do you think that they consistently throw celebrities and all of these people, like sports figures and like royalty and politicians, in our face with all of their riches and all of the things they're doing that seem so lavish, and like all these influencer people, and all of this seems normal on Instagram and all these things? Do you think that they show us that for no reason, like to inspire something in us? Absolutely not. Or what do you think or is it meant to elicit envy and feelings of self-consciousness, so we believe that we can't do it on our own, so that we believe that we need them? Sometimes, or a lot of times, unfortunately, we are even left doing things we ourselves would not normally do at our jobs for money, and we give away all our power in this sense to money and the people that have it. When we do something outside of our values and who we are as a person just so that we can bring home a check, it's just unfortunate. Giving something more power over you than you hold for your own well-being and self-satisfaction is making them or money your god. So is money your god, really? Are you holding yourself back from your creative gifts and purpose in life, waiting until you can afford it, waiting until you have enough time? I used to like to paint and draw and do all these things, but then I had kids, or then I got a job that demanded all my time from me. I can't afford it. I don't have time. We compromise ourselves and sell ourselves out daily and blame it on the fact that we have to feed our kids or keep a roof over our heads, when really we're hustling this hard, muting ourselves and believing we have to work harder and harder and harder because we have been conditioned to believe that. Not because of any amount of money would make our art more worthy or us more worthy of creating. Yes. When you have had lump sums of money, you may find yourself thinking, is that really all there is? Is that it? Is that all? A location, Vegas, Cabo, Texas, Texas? Where did I get Texas? Tokyo, Los Angeles, Paris. A visual, the, what's it called, Eiffel Tower, cityscape from your window, the dashboard of your new fancy car, yourself in the mirror with your new fancy outfit, or a sound, the busy city that you've always dreamed of and the sounds that it makes, the music when you get a front row seat at a concert, or a taste, the filet mignon at a fancy restaurant, overpriced mashed potatoes, the wine from Italy, a fragrance, the most expensive perfume, the beautiful candles. You get what I'm saying. When you have all of these things that come from your senses, the sight, the smell, the taste, the hearing, it's no longer new. It does start to feel like it's all the same. It's all the same experience, because it is all about pleasing each of your senses in a very superficial way, and it's a superficial feeling, rather than feeding your spiritual senses, which typically doesn't cost more than $10, like going to a nature center or doing your art or dancing or hanging out with people that you love. Like, that doesn't cost much. Rather than feeding your spiritual senses through things that make your highest self feel pleasure, we feed our physical senses with fleeting experiences. And when money was your motivation for everything you did before, and then you get it and you realize all of the experiences that money affords you are dull and gray, all your motivation goes away, because you don't even like the experiences, so why would you want money? And so all of your motivation goes away, and suddenly the existential crisis begins, or you can't find a reason to get out of bed, you start to feel depressed, and you might need drugs to elevate your mood. And I don't know, I just feel like that's a common narrative of people who gain a bunch of money suddenly, and it's like, is that all there is? Giving money the power of God over you is simply a dead end. And when you have it, if you ever get it, you will be gravely disappointed by the luxuries that it affords. What I want you to do, because I care about your well-being, is to clear away all those beliefs that give your power away to money, or those that have all of the money, or people just in general outside of your inner knowing. Fear of what will happen without money, reward of what will happen when you do have it, is continuous, ever revolving. It never ends, and it's through consciousness that money is God. That's what it is. Real human beings know what's important, and when you're centered in who you really are, you know that you already have it all. All of the power you seek is already yours, and you can tell a real human being apart because they're kind, loving, generous, sweet, and they work for the welfare of others. And you will seek out more time with these people because they're like you, and then everything starts to look beautiful again. And I want you to create the art that you're waiting for, that you're waiting to have money or more time for, now, today, on next weekend, literally now, because recognition of the stoppages, the blockages, the curses, the obstacles that you have actively been manifesting in ways that you did not understand before will set you free. That's like the brilliance of the system that we live within. It hacks people's divine energy when people willingly give away their power to money. If you don't have enough money under this system, you don't have food, shelter, or even respect. And that is absolutely diabolical in the ways that it is so persistent in our lives that we become unaware of who we are, and we make decisions that are beside ourselves because we're afraid that we won't make it, we won't survive. But really, we're eternally alive. We are life itself. So the beautiful truth is that we can liberate ourselves at any moment and in all moments. When you know who you are, though, you can manifest things that are indescribable and unimaginably beautiful, and you become surprised by all that is truly possible for you and your life. And rather than consistently focusing on people with all of this money and all of this stuff and believing they are the great ones or the special ones or whatever that they're trying to tell you that celebrities are, or whatever, people with money are super special or have greater talents than you, just realize that everyone is special. Everyone has their own talent and unique capabilities, and there's nothing wrong with you. You have already made it, and what you have to show for your life is not all the money you have, it's you at the end of the day. And you are perfect as you are, totally capable, totally able. When it's all about you, it's all about me too. And it's all about us, because we are all divine beings who cooperate in our own individuality. So when you help me, I help you. When I help you, you help me. And we're not ants on a log or bees in a hive. And we're not all working for the queen. You know, we're not a part of a colony just like doing what we need to do for the earth. We are divine individuals, inconspicuously and simultaneously the same but different. We are unique but alike in our own capabilities and divinity. So yes, that was my message for the day. Money is not God. You just need to stop giving it all the power that you hold. And I understand, but I just want you to know that you're special, and I want you to create the art you were meant to. And I want to too. I want to create the art I was meant to as well. So this is a reminder for me also. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.